I'm sitting here this afternoon next to an old friend, Ainsley, who has got a remarkable story to tell about what he's doing here in Indonesia, but how he's also been able to help some others. Ainsley, tell us a bit about who you're working with and what you're doing here in Indonesia.
Okay, Richard, I work for a company called Swire Properties, which is part of Swire Pacific. Swire Pacific in Indonesia are involved in airlines through Cathay Pacific, involved in oil and gas services through Swire Pacific Offshore, and a logistics related business. And we recently made an investment in a maritime business here, and are looking at a number of things in the real estate sector.
And you've now got this wonderful title of the Global Scot. Is this unique to you, or are there other Global Scots in different markets?
I think the last count is probably 500 or 600 around the world.
Right. And this is basically a network of Scots who are living abroad, helping other Scottish businesses get into those markets.
Essentially, it's a network of Scots or people who have got a strong affiliation with Scotland. So it could be an Indonesian who studied there, for example.
Right. And give us an example of a company you've helped bring into this market.
Most recently, there was a Glasgow-based company called Traceall, who are in the supply chain industry and the IT side of it, predominantly focusing on traceability of product. In June of last year, together with the British Chamber of Commerce in Indonesia and the Investment Promotion Board of Indonesia and Scottish Development International, we hosted an Indonesian promotion event in Glasgow. I spoke at that event, and after that event, the founder of this fisheries business approached me to say that he'd been looking to try and penetrate the market in Indonesia with very limited success over a couple of years, and could I possibly help?
Am I right, you're also a board member of the British Chamber of Commerce in Indonesia, and they're a little bit more open to proposals and helping companies that are also from England, Northern Ireland and Wales as well, so your advice can be accessed through the BritCham route as well, can it?
Correct, yes. So the British Chamber of Commerce in Indonesia runs what they call the Overseas Business Network, which focuses primarily on small and medium enterprises. And on a very similar basis, a company is looking at moving into Indonesia and they want access to contacts or information, they can approach the British Chamber of Commerce. One of the biggest roles the British Chamber of Commerce can play is really putting companies in touch with people who have got experience of the market and are able to provide a good insight.
Yeah. A lot of people might say, if they Googled some of these things and read stories about corruption or bureaucracy, this is an incredibly difficult market. I'm a small company. I can't afford to try and work out the complexities of a faraway country like Indonesia. What would you say to that?
Well, your last example, Harvey Nichols, was more of a market-driven issue, and maybe they were too early for the market here, given that they were more upscale luxury type of product. For other businesses, due diligence is absolutely important. It's critical, and that's where I think.
So I think we've got a very good steer from Ainsley Mann there of some of the key ingredients. Due diligence, meeting the people who are in the know, possibly linking up with the British Chamber of Commerce as early as possible, finding your distributor, your agent, your representative to help do the groundwork. And I guess, Ainsley, at the heart of all this, ultimately it has to be a product that's going to be relevant to this marketplace.
Sure. I mean, I think whether it's SDI or UKTI or the British government, there are some sectors here that British products are very, very suitable for, and there are other sectors which might be much more difficult to penetrate, and the key is focus.
Thank you very much, Ainsley. Focus. Let's leave it at that.